Hello guys, today we'll be learning about decision making and we will be learning it through if else statements, nested if else statements, else if ladder and switch statements. So let's create a variable a and set its value 4. Now if a equals 4, printf the value of a is 4, else printf the value of a is not 4. Now go ahead and compile this and it says the value of a is 4. Now since the value of a is 4 and for equating two numbers we use the double equal to sign because the single equal to sign is for the assignment operator. So now since the condition is true, so it enters the statements that are under the if, and if the value of a is not 4, for example let me change the value to 7, and now go ahead and compile this and it says the value of a is not 4. So if the if condition is not satisfied, it directly goes into the else condition and executes whatever statements are there inside the else. So these are also known as the relational operators. So there are many of them, like greater than. So since we know a is greater than 4, so the value of a is 4, it will display. So go ahead and compile this and it says y. Now let's remove the value of a to 3, and since a is less than 4, it goes to the else part which says m. Now if we set it to greater than and equal to, so the value of a is either greater than 4 or equal to 4, then it will display y, and then it displays y. So and there is one last which is a little tricky one, and it says not equal to. For not we use the exclamation mark before the equals to sign, and let me write 8, so it should display n, sorry y, because a is not equal to 4, 8 is not equal to 4, which is true, so it displays y. So this was about if else statements. Now let us consider else if ladder. For that we have a new variable b which is 10. If a equal to b, print a is equal to b. If we have a lot of conditions to check, we use the if else if ladder. Else if a greater than b, printf a is greater than b. Else if a is less than b, printf a is less than b. And it's a good practice to have a default case or the default condition in order none of the conditions above are specified, and it says a and b have no relation. Since I have included almost all the conditions, so this else part wouldn't be outputting on the screen, but it's generally good practice to have a default case. So let's go ahead and compile this, and it says a is less than b. Now since 8 is A is 8 and B is 10, so first it goes to the first if statement and it says if A is equal to B, then only enter the statement if statements. So since 8 and 10 are not equal, it goes to the second condition, and which says that if A is greater than B, then only enter this. Now since we know 8 is not greater than 10, so it skips this condition also. Now it comes to this condition where A is less than B. Now since we know 10 is greater than 8, so it enters this part of these statements and it executes them. Now if we remove this, then what will happen? And it says A and B have no relation, because there is always a default case if either of the above conditions are not specified, then it goes to the else part and it executes the statements. So this was else if ladder. Now we'll take a look of nested if else statements. If A equals B, if A is equal to printf A is twice the value of B. Else let's say if B equals twice of A, then print B is twice the value of A. Go ahead and compile this, and it displays nothing. This is due to the fact that since A is 8 and B is 10, so it doesn't satisfy this condition that A equals B. Since 8 and 10 are not equal, so it goes to the else part. Now in the else part, it goes into the if condition and says okay, if 10 equals to 8 into 2, now 16 does not equal 10, so it does not satisfy any condition, so it doesn't execute any command or statements. So let us make the value of B 16. Now it says B is twice the value of A. Now what happened is it doesn't satisfy this condition, so it went to the else part, and now it checked that if B is equal to twice of A. Now 2 into 8 is 16 and 16 is equal to 16, so it executed this printf statement. So thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe to the channel.